the chain of the captive herb which roams the premises during the night.
"No need," said Cugel. "My interest was cursory."
"As to the disappointment you suffer," Fiannister went on, "it need not persist. Observe these shelves. You will note that my stock is seriously depleted."
Cugel acknowledged as much. "How does this concern me?"
Fiannister pointed across the way to a man wearing garments of black. This man was small, yellow of skin, bald as a stone. His eyes resembled knots in a plank. His mouth was wide and curved in a grin of chronic mirth. "There stands Euchenu, the laughing magician," said Fiannister. "In a short time he will come into my booth and attempt to buy a particular red librum, the casebook of Debarcus Major, who studied under great Fandale. My price is higher than he will pay, but he is a patient man and will remonstrate for at least 3 hours. During this time his manse stands untenanted. It contains a vast collection of thaumaturgical artifacts, instruments, and activants, as well as curiosa, talismans, amulets, and librums. I'm anxious to purchase such items. Need I say more?"
"This is all very well," said Cugel, "but would Euchenu leave his manse without guard or attendant?"
Fiannister held wide his hands. "Why not? Who would dare steal from Euchenu, the laughing magician?"
"Precisely this thought deters me," Cugel replied. "I am a man of resource, but not insensate recklessness."
"There is wealth to be gained," stated Fiannister. "Dazzles and displays, marvels beyond worth, as well as charms, puissances, and elixirs. But remember, I urge nothing, I counsel nothing. If you are apprehended, you have only heard me exclaiming at the wealth of Euchenu, the laughing magician. But here he comes. Quick, turn your back so that he may not see your face. 3 hours he will be here, so much I guarantee." Euchenu entered the booth, and Cugel bent to examine a bottle containing a pickled homunculus. "Greetings, Euchenu," called Fiannister. "Why have you delayed? I have refused munificent offers for a certain red librum, all on your account. And here, note this casket. It was found in a crypt near the site of old Carcod. It is yet sealed, and who knows what wonder it may contain. My price is a modest 12,000 terces." "Interesting," murmured Euchenu. "The inscription, let me see. Yes, it is authentic. The casket contains calcinated fishbone, which was used throughout Grand Mothalum as a purgative. It is worth perhaps 10 or 12 terces as a curio. I own caskets eons older, dating back to the age of glow."
Cugel sauntered to the door, gained the street, where he paced back and forth, considering every detail of the proposal as explicated by Fiannister. Superficially, the matter seemed reasonable. Here was Euchenu, there was the manse, bulging with encompassed wealth. Certainly no harm could result from simple reconnaissance. Cugel set off eastward along the banks of the Zan. The twisted turrets of green glass rose against the dark blue sky, scarlet sunlight engaging itself in the volutes. Cugel paused, made a careful appraisal of the countryside. The Zan flowed past without a sound. Nearby, half concealed among black poplars, pale green larch, drooping Paul willow, was a village. A dozen stone huts inhabited by bargemen and tillers of the river terraces, folk engrossed in their own concerns. Cugel studied the approach to the manse, a winding way paved with dark brown tile. Finally, he decided that the more frank his approach, the less complex need be his explanations, if such were demanded. He began the climb up the hillside, and Euchenu's manse reared above him. Gaining the courtyard, he paused to search the landscape. Across the river, hills rolled away into the dimness as far as the eye could reach. Cugel